Let me show the testing of EB1200 shortwave and 6 meters power amplifier, which is assembled in a box equipped with the touchscreen LCD. The LPF band switching could be made manually, but I advise to use automatic band decoder as I do. The drain voltage is supplied by flatback 2, 53 volts. 13.8 volts is supplied through automatic band decoder. This is the 50 ohms dummy load, 25 ohms dummy load. Reference power meter is a Bird 43 with element for 2500 watts on shortwave bands, and I will drive it with the ISO transceiver. The internal power meter is calibrated on the central frequency of short bands or shortwave bands, 20 meters amateur radio band. 1000 watts on Bird and the same on meter. Well, power is set to 59 watts on transceiver, but it could be raised up to 70 watts. Let me show how it works. On the level of 65 watts, which is enough for 1000 plus watts on all bands. Let me show starting from 160 meters. $80, $40, $20, Now some CW manipulation. SSB, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me return to 20 meters band in the packet mode. Now I will replace 50 ohms dummy load by 25 to represent the stand wave ratio on output as high as 2 to 1. What happens if I try to transmit? Highest WR protection is enabled. I have to switch off the 50 volts power supply to reset it. then return the 50 volts. Now I will decrease the driving power, say to 30 watts. So the amplifier will operate at the half of output power with the highest WR on output. So if you have a bad SWR in your antennas, so you have to decrease the power on threshold of 43 volts. Watts, the high SWR protection will be enabled. As you see, the 50 volts is disconnected. I have to switch off the 50 volts power supply to reset it. I then return. Now I have to wait a little bit more to discharge capacitors. Okay, now I will return to the 50 ohms terminal. Everything is okay, and I will return my 65 watts. Well, now I will go to 17 meters. The power is high here. So if I overdrive it, say with 80 watts, once again 50 volts is disconnected inside the amplifier, and high power and high current protections were enabled. Once again I have to switch off the 50 volts power supply, return the normal power level 70 watts. And we'll show that everything is okay. Well, that's enough for this amplifier.